fast you could go. I will say, let's see, 20 times 5 times 3, 20, 100 times 3. So you definitely, I don't know, maybe you went out to like a salt flat or something one day because you really want to see what you could do. You got up to 670 miles an hour, and then you hit like a bug or something, and it really freaking hurt. And you're like, I don't want to do that again. But maybe with a mix of scorpion armor and whatever other things you could manage to find along the way, it didn't go so poorly. What is it? They can also just form straight up wheels as well, which is admittedly a little less bumpy, but you know, you'd have to be on a flat surface. But you were cruising. Granted, at that point, it's kind of hard to react because, I mean, the rest of you is faster, but not like insanely fast. It's mainly the legs that are doing all the work. So your arms were kind of just flailing behind you. But at normal kind of speed, you can still react. But when you like really cut loose, it's kind of hard to keep everything else up to speed. But you got a pretty good handle on it so far. You know what you can do. You just don't know what the hell you are. Yeah, just chirps at you. You named it Screech. Sure. Uh, but I will say that these you've had enough time that you're like, okay, maybe I can find out what these stupid things are, who they are, what they are, because for the most last couple months they keep returning to some space in Virginia, like just somewhere out in the woods. And for the most part, that's where they're staying. Like there's actually a lot of them, so it's like hopefully they're friendly. There are ring of like the not the rings, the circles that you can see. I will tell you real quick because the numbers fluctuate based on comings and goings and new ones showing up, and it's just kind of all over the place. So as far as circles go, there are one, two, three, four, five, six. Is how many you see. And those are just circles. You've also learned as far as like the watch that you can remove the legs, obviously. Why would you want to? Because then you just kind of gotta shuffle, like stump around. And when the legs are off, you don't show up on the watch anymore. You just disappear. Yep. But it also obviously limits your mobility quite a bit because you're just on like not even stumps. You just got a veggie tail around. But that's basically everything you've learned so far. And also, you could actually you can give me one more intelligence roll just for what any theories you've got, like for possible theories, or you could just come up with one about what is causing all this. pretty good guess. I mean, what you do remember from that very traumatic night is there was a meteor shower right before all this started. So maybe aliens? Yes. I mean, the demon part is still unconfirmed. You did step into a church once just to see what happened, and nothing happened. So maybe. Yep. I mean, close enough. So alien demon bats is the solution here. Yeah, but as you like kind of have these thoughts as you go on your little drive through finally getting to Virginia after having to be turned around for basically the last like year and a not year and a half, a couple almost a year I'd say, because it was maybe you left Vegas after like a month. Yeah, pretty much almost a year, a little more than of just doing side quests, looking for these circles, maybe tracking down kaiju, fighting them. You finally get close enough to these circles, so you're not within eye shot or anything, but you know from like just the scale of the watches, you're like maybe 2 miles out from where all these circles are, and you're just going down the road. So what's your plan of approach here? Okay. If you've got a smartphone, you can use actual GPS, and you just see that there's like just basically who knows if it's updated or not, but like just an empty plot of land out where all these circles are. And as you get farther down the road, you can see that there's like this road going into the woods with like a metal gate in front of it, and like just enough trees. It's like just trees on the other sides of it, just to like stop cars coming through. Yeah, I mean, there's like locks and whatnot on the gate, but it's up to you how you wanna get your way through here. What's the plan here? Okay, I will actually. I forgot to do your bonus stuff. Whatever, we'll sort that out later. Let's see what you rolled. Dice rolls. Did you just roll the 15 or was that from before? Okay. I will say. Actually, did you want to do the leveling before you did the lockpick, or you just want to do it later, like at the end? Okay. So let's see who's got the most of these. Three, 6, 9, 10, 11. I'll say for the bonus attributes, you have 11 points to spend however you so choose. If you don't know what something is, just ask me. But a lot of them are kind of self-explanatory. Like the nautical and the aviation piloting, boats and planes. That's more. Yeah, 11 points to spend for all of that stuff. Culinary is just kind of a joke. I wouldn't really put anything to that. It's like just if you want to make food for people. I mean, you never know. Maybe you gotta win someone over with food. But what'd you say? Ironically, you can go higher than 9 with these skills because they're not like physical skills. They're like kind of sort of hobby stuff. Your marksmanship is basically your damage for gun. The locksmithing is lock picking because it lets you take apart locks as well as fix them if you needed to or create them. I guess not create, what fix. Metalsmithing is basically just, I might change that to crafting. It's just like making weapons, making things out of kaiju parts, stuff like that. Hacking, pretty self-explanatory. Your little eagle buddy actually has like a plus 10 to hacking, so you don't necessarily need to be good at that, but you can be if you just want to do it yourself. Actually, I guess survival would be the kaiju parts, depending on how you make it. Your marksmanship is already a plus 1, by the way. You mean making them or using them? Like as weapons? I will say metalsmithing. Survival, I think, would be more like making simple weapons that can break easily, like a bow made out of tree branches. Or if you were like in the jungle without access to tools and you wanted to make kaiju parts. Or like, what berries are not poisonous and stuff like that. Metalsmithing is more like you've got the part, you got an anvil, you got a hammer, and you're about to do whatever. Okay, so you got plus 3 to locksmithing if you want to make that roll now. You're kind of stuck with it. Like if you keep at it, you could probably get it unlocked. But this is a pretty high quality lock. You're not McNally if you know who that is. You're kicking the lock or the gate. You're just gonna knock it down. I also want you to be fully aware. You could have easily walked around this gate. Yeah, you do that. Oh, I was gonna have you roll for stealth, but like, probably not now. It's probably like enough as probably like a half a mile down this pathway towards wherever all these circles are. If you look at the circles though, two of them are probably gone. Or like actually, yeah, they're just gone. There were four there before, now there's only two. Oh, you want them to fly ahead of you? As you like look up as because you could see higher above the trees than you can see forward. You see him like flying over towards that area, and then you just see him like be attacked by like another smaller bird that's just like harassing him, and they're just like attacking each other midair. Can't make out what the other bird is, but you know it's like quite smaller than your eagle. But it's still trying to fight. Huh? Yep. You get there. It's a fairly small bird. Like it would have to be like a what is those things called? A sparrowhawk or something? It's just trying to fly around and like peck at your bird. Bird fight. Yeah. The smaller one flies away. And Screech probably like comes back to you. Just like eh. No, it's not damaged. Mm-hmm. As far as you've seen, no. Alright. How about you give me a detection roll with whatever bonus you got to that? You said a +1, right? What did you get? Hold up. Oh, never mind. That's a 2. I was gonna say if you got a nat 1, you're about to get screwed. But a 2 really isn't much better. So you're just kind of like going down the pathway as you are trying to figure out. You're like, okay, what's the plan here? What are we doing? I don't know. There's bird attacking my bird. There's circles. I still don't know exactly what the circles are, but I'm about to find out. What speed are you going at? Are you doing like your super speed, or are you going on a brisk walk? Oh dang! Never mind. Then your stealth roll doesn't really matter, or your detection roll doesn't really matter. Maybe you heard something behind you, but like by the time you turn around, you've already cleared like freaking 30 feet, so it doesn't matter. Huh? You're gonna move until what? The small bird comes back. Oh, okay. Let's say after running for half a mile, you get to the clearing, which is literally just a little trailer park. There are like 4 double wides arranged in like a semicircle, bunch of cars. Not really any people. Even though there's lots of stuff there, looking as if people had just left the area. Yeah, they're perfectly new cars and trailers. Like, people are living here. You just don't see anyone right now. No, one way road. They all came through here. It's interesting. There's actually some like pretty new ones. It's like one of those new Hummers, like the EVs. There's also like a whole line of trees that are like shaped like houses, like round huts basically. Let me see if I can't find the image. It's been a while. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Can you save it? Yep. You see like a bunch of literal tree houses, like off to the side of the clearing in the woods almost. Did you just heart that? What the map? What the heck are you doing? Hold on, let me see if he wants to join. He's being a freaking nerd because he made those. Okay, images. No, I think he's in another session. All right, so what do you do next? You've invaded this unknown place. Okay. As like you turn around. Actually, hold on. Let me roll for these scrubs real quick. Damn. Well, not with a 7. You just see like two people like kind of like run out of the pathway behind you. It is uh actually someone you I mean you don't know them but kind of familiar. It's the chick you saw fall through the portal like a freaking year and a half ago. And it's a tall fat black dude. Let me get the images. I really need to like just have all this stuff saved. Did at one point. Just like what? Like I was like, the hell are you doing here? He's also armed to the teeth. You can see. I mean, you could just tell by his hands, but he's literally got like a welder's mask over his face. He's got like an AR in his hand and like a freaking what are those things called? A KSG? Actually, maybe he's got the KSG in his hands because my boy can't aim for shit. Like pistols and everything. Some weird looking. It kind of actually reminds you of your Scorpion armor, some type of armor he's wearing. You, you broke my gate. The fuck? God damn it! Put your hands up. He just points the shotgun at you. Roll me deception. Actually, you know what? Yeah, roll me deception with like a +1 because they're actually looking for kaiju. Like this actually has a chance of working on them with a +1 to what you already have. I mean, they're not looking for kaiju, but since they know that kaiju are a thing, they actually have reason to believe there might be a giant bird. Yeah, I meant to give you roll for that too. You got 4 points to put into all of those things. Between those four, you can organize them however you want. Yeah, I figured I'd break persuasion into multiple things because, like, I don't know. It just felt weird how like persuasion covered everything in normal D&D. It's like, well, being freaking intimidating and like lying or like being honest are not the same type of charisma. So, uh huh. Yes, he is lover, not fighter. All right, what did you roll? Yeah, yeah. Just because this is like one of the few group of people on the planet this might actually work on. If you'd said anything besides giant bird, ooh, so 17. Hold on, let me roll for both of them. First for my boy. Let's roll 1d20 plus 1. Haha, finally! God damn it. He's like, nah, that shit ain't gonna fly. he cocks the KSG. uh, okay, give me your speed roll. Pretty much no one's gonna be able to catch you. Yeah. What's your speed? Damn. Okay, so 7 times 5 equals 35 times 3 equals 95. Yeah, you basically disappear from their point of view. You just feel like, what the fuck? I don't even know if they can hear you. You're just gone. And then they can probably, like, see, like, after a little while, they'll, like, start heading in your direction. Because, I mean, if you have a watch, maybe if they got watches too, but they're not going to catch you. This is escalating extremely quickly. Mm-hmm. I'll try. No. At least not any of the ones here now. You don't see anyone come down the path. Your bird, however, does start squawking. He's behind you. He's just like, squall, squall, squall. Did he? Actually, no. Squall, squall. He's staring behind you. There's nothing there. Squall, 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 squall. As as he double squeaks, you just see the KSG like materialize out of thin air. Ghost gun. If you squint really hard, you can see the outline of the black guy holding the KSG. The gun is fully visible. He is just barely visible. You broke my damn gate, you hear, except it's all weird and echoey. Did the mimic send you? We had a truce. Scary octopus man. Why did you even come here? I gotta do one thing. Just keep talking. I'll be right back. Score! Bro. He's like, okay, enough. You're a cyborg. Shush. You can't just go break it into people's property just because, like, oh, I found some freaking symbols. Obviously, you're part of the whole alien thing. He says still echoey. He's because he's still like partially intangible. And yes, he's like he's- what? At this point, you see the chick from before pop in with one other girl who's actually really short with brown hair. She's like the smallest out of the bunch. Who she looks at you. She's like, I've never seen you in my life. I don't know what he's talking about. She's like, oh, you're from Vegas? She's like, I still don't know who you are. But I don't know. Maybe you saw me when I first got my powers or something. I don't. He like looks like the big guy. He like looks down and sees stuff on the bus. He's like, huh. You also can kind of tell he's like becoming more visible over time. The armor he's wearing, it's like really just the clothing you see in the picture with like a ballistic vest and all these plates over it. They kind of look like turtle shell. A lawyer? It's, it's like, screw you. You broke into our freaking homestead, freaking running around like a crackhead, breaking shit, talking about your junk. You're the creep. this is a this is America. You can't just break into people's houses, their homes, their property. That's what the gate is for. The brown girl, she's just like, okay, okay, both of you stop. Like, why did you come here? Like, finally, you actually hear it again, but it's more of like an affirmative thing. Like, it's addressing these people. It's like infused organisms ensure they create energy. It's like, what is it saying? Yeah, they are the symbols. You realize that they're the circles. And the little brown-haired girl is one you haven't seen before, which is a circle, like a semicircle, but the other half of it is a semi-ring. So that's new. She's just like, I'm not a monster. She kind of she kind of just shrugs and she's like, well, I could turn into a big spider. Oh, the brown girl. She's like, oh, we already killed the giant badger. That was not fun. But whatever. Okay. Like, what is your deal? What are you trying to accomplish here? Besides listening to the bat, because you've done that now. The girl's gonna look at you. She's like, okay, whatever. Well, you kind of just shoved yourself into this situation, so whatever. This is our crew, and since the bats, the thing, your legs, it's weird. Actually, we did see a guy with legs who had the cyber legs. It's usually the arms, though. The point is, you're just supposed to, do what it says. Make sure the infused, which is people with superpowers, use their powers because it feeds this giant alien bat thing that, like, it's weird. They like siphon off the power when we use it a little bit. And if you don't do that, then it kills you. Well, not you, but like it'll kill whoever doesn't use their powers. Your job is like a vague, supposed to be like, oh yeah, just make sure they use their power. You're basically a space middle manager. Basically, is what you are. Yes, that's who's talking to you. So, but more importantly than that, because that's just like a thing we kind of have to do, but like it doesn't really care what we do, like how we do it, just that we do it. There's a damn scary octopus man who's trying to like kill all the not kill all the people. He's trying to take over the world. That's not good because he's a bastard and we gotta kill his ass. So, no, don't do not start with me, Tin Man. Oh God, there's there's also a bunch of ants in the Amazon who are also gonna kill everything if we don't deal with that. So the point is, my job is to freaking keep the crew safe, uh, ice people who eat ice, and I guess, well, you just gotta help with this now because you just showed up at a really weird time. Uh-huh. It's like none of that. No, you got yourself into this, so now you're stuck. Because either you're with us or a loose ends, and I really don't like loose ends. Liliana's just like, Jordan, stop. He's like grumbling. She's like, please forgive him. He's kind of an asshole. The point is, we're trying to save the world, I guess. Kind of complicated. There's a lot going on, lots of moving parts, and the gist of it is, we're all freaks, and in a mutual, what is it? Mutual, whatever. I scratch your back, you scratch mine situation. If the government captures one of us, the rest of us will go rescue them. That we're a crew. That's what we do for each other. So it's in your best interests to kick it with us. Because you watch our backs, we watch yours, is how the whole thing works. Also, yeah, there is an octopus man who wants to, like, start a nuclear war, basically. It's a lot. We're well, he doesn't have nukes yet. Look, hiding from it is not gonna help you. There's not gonna like if he wins, okay. If we beat him, everything stays the same. If he wins, there's not gonna be anywhere for you to hide. What? What are you gonna spend money on in the apocalypse if we don't win? Big dude. I mean, he's got a welder's mask on, so you can't really see his face, but you can tell from his body language he looks absolutely furious. The brown girl just looks exhausted, and the little one just looks confused. She kind of looks at you for a second. She's like, wait a second, are you one of those street vendors in Vegas, like on the strip? Like the card trick guy? She's like, no, I'm not an idiot. I don't give them money. She's like, again, the world will literally end if we lose. Jordan's like, we don't exist on paper. I mean, I'm not paying taxes if that's what you're asking. What? I don't know. Freaking what's the thing with the roulette? I feel like you don't know, but like just with your gambler's insight, you're guessing that you don't know exactly what his powers are, but something tells you he picked roulette because he has some specific way of cheating at roulette. What? Mm, he's going to actually, you know what? He just turns invisible again. You don't know if he's cheating. Do you like cover the card with your hand? He just like reappears on the side. What the fuck? Whatever. I don't goddamn know, man. Wait, what are the cards made out of? Metal? Oh, never mind. Hmm. He's like, I don't know, an ace because you're a cheating bastard. Whatever. Fine. If you screw with us, I'm gonna go back in time and like erase you or some shit. I don't know. I don't. I'll figure it out when it happens. Don't make me get creative. The brunette's like, he can't do that. He's like, he's like, she's like, Rose can do that, and no, she's not gonna send you back in time for that. Hmm. The brown one. She's what's her face? Liliana's Puerto Rican, by the way. She's like, I play some poker. She has her own set of like metal playing cards. Whatever. They just walk back to the thing at normal speed. You see like the destroyed gate, like the big guy. He just like as you pull your. I'm assuming you're just gonna park your bus in there with the other stuff. He just like lifts his hand and the gate like levitates up and he just like flings it off into the woods. But after they after they like probably make a call or something on one of their phones, you actually see people like start to come like out of the base. Like they were all just like hiding in the houses basically. Just like rent let's just like families and whatnot. You can see like you're guessing there's a family. It's related to the girl Layla, not Leilani. Damn it, that's someone else. Liliana, because they're all like Puerto Rican looking. There's a black family and a white family. There would be related to the blonde girl you see going around, but there's only four infused, and then the brown-haired girl who's what they call a hybrid, which is she doesn't have powers, but she can turn into like one of the creatures basically. But if you just You notice too that that little bird that attacked the eagle, it's on the brown girl's shoulder and it just squeaks at you guys. She's like, it's just like, yeah. But for the most part, they just kind of go back about their business. It's like I don't know, just freaking don't touch anything, and I don't know. We're going to freaking Brazil at some point to hopefully not die. You probably won't die. Is that all you think? We're not going to a casino. We're going to fight a bunch of ants. Hopefully, not die. Also, what do you want on your tombstone if you die? I'm not writing that. Here lies Tin Man. Rust in peace. There's only like goddamn 5 cyborgs on the planet. It's not a slur. No, I'm an alien too. It's fine. Actually, I'm more alien than you, so yeah. We did the math on this. You're still technically human, I think. I mean, you got wires and shit in your body, but it's details. You know what, Michael? She looks at him. She's like, "That's not." He's like, "Shh, quiet." She's like, "Whatever. Well, what's your name?"